Josh, see, the ego hears this wrong. I remember it because that's what happened to me. When I was 12 years old, I had a major spiritual, I don't know, was it the highest awakening? I don't know, super, super strong. And I remember after a couple hours, I was begging God to take it away because I was like, I can't be myself anymore with this because I wasn't mature enough. I didn't have the capacity to handle such a strong shift because here's the irony. Irony is that was my true self. This is the irony. Our identity with mind and ego and our false self is so strong that we think that's who we are. And then you know how many conversations I've had with people, even my past girlfriend, her response was like, yeah, but I don't want to just like sit in the woods and, you know, just like, this is, because we were talking about Buddha or something. she thinks, equates that with spirituality, with waking up to your true nature. Because she believes so much in her nature, getting high, being a sex addict, I'm like, food addict. Like, you think that's your real nature? You think you're gonna miss that? It's like we're afraid to give up the things that are making us suffer because we don't want to lose our fun. It's not fun, but we think it's fun. I used to think I was having a lot of fun back in the day, but now when I look in retrospect, I mean, it was cool, it was all right, but when I look now, I'm like, that wasn't fun. That was just excitement. It was dopamine stimulation. It made you restless, you know, and it was like this. It wasn't nice. It wasn't like the experience I had when I was 12, but yet I wanted to give that up so I could experience that, the restless dopamine state. This is the delusion and ignorance that we have to taste for a while. We have to walk through for a while. But then God makes videos and books and gives people, you know, speakers who help to say things that will align with your higher truth and inspire you to step over this lower self, you can say, and be who you really are. For those who are ready, for those who have the capacity to assimilate what's being shared. Most, no. Actually, most haven't even got to the level of real introspection. They're riding on a surface spiritual wave. That's cool, that's okay, like, enjoy. It's like a honeymoon, spiritual honeymoon stage. They haven't even got to where, like, they just think they're above everything. It's just, I don't know, you know, I do my yoga and blah, 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 and yeah, that's all right. And then the next stage is this karma starts to come up, and then you start to feel this stuff. This stage can last for a while. This is a higher stage, though, than the superficial stage, obviously. Now you've went from like a collective zombie trance into like your real individual karmic nature now. Now all these things, these obstructions and your particular karmic tendencies that you've cultivated over who knows how many lifetimes, those tendencies are coming up again, these vasanas, these sanskaras. So now you're looking at that. You have to look at it because it's like in your face. And then that's what motivates one to really embark authentically on a spiritual path. And then you'll start attracting videos and books that help, that resonate, that reflect that. This is the process. And then you get to where you start transcending these things. And then you feel like, okay, this is what real balance is. This is cool. And you also realize that there's no end to the transcendence. There's always something more to rub out. But like, you're cool with that. It's like, okay, whatever. I got through the bulk of it now. I don't have these big boulders anymore that subconsciously was just making me miserable. I didn't know it. So, okay, the title. When there's less of you. When there's less of this ego identity self, then God gets expressed more through you. It's automatically. Which is your true self? That's your true self. That true self, or God essence, is already there inside everybody as a potential. It's like you're in a house and the window's super dirty and you can't, it's just everything's dark. The sun's outside, but you can't see it. But it's there. You gotta clean the window. This is the benefit of introspection. You start to clean this window, and then at some point it becomes self-cleaning. You automatically just clean something. Something comes up, the introspection, the higher software got activated. You don't even do it as a practice anymore. It's just automatic. You see things. Oh yeah, this should be like this. Oh, I said that, didn't really, okay, I'm sorry, whatever. You clean, it's a self-cleaning thing. And then all of a sudden, this true cosmic, you can say, for universal energy or love, it starts to come through more. This is the game of life. How to get God's light to shine through. It's not that God's light is not there. How to get it to shine through these 3 layers of clothes we're wearing. Mental body, big one, biggest one. Emotional body, second biggest. Physical body. With all the agitations and stuff that can go on with the body, and the restless mind and the heavy emotions. How does that get to a semblance of calmness so that God can start to shine through? Yeah. Only God can tell you how to do that, though. The mind wants techniques. The mind loves spiritual techniques. So you notice those people that like, they postulate behind some kind of like technique. All you got to do is do this. I guess the non-duals do it, right? You just realize like this is a character and nothing exists, and then they'll do some laughing yoga, and then that like looks easy, don't it? It's like, that looks easy, that's nice. And then the person's imagination will adapt that and think, oh, I did it too. Yeah, because the mind wants easy. It doesn't want to go through the grind, the alchemic process. This is the real process. You can't skip that. You can maybe delay it for a little while, but you can't skip it. Life is the ultimate guru. It's gonna knows what it's doing. But you can bear that. Grace is with us. It helps us bear that. The quicker you realize that is the way it is, the more a higher level of acceptance comes in. You just accept it like, oh yeah, this is what it is. Stop running and being so scared of your pain or being disappointed that you know you're not manifesting your highest nature. Why do you feel that way? Because your highest nature is like knocking. It's like it knows. You know you're somehow not on point like you think you should be. Yeah, accept that. Accept that. It's like the baby, when it comes out of the womb, it cries because it's like it's used to being on an astral plane, like it's flying around. Now it's in this limited body. It don't even know how to work it. It's in this silly machine. It's like, what do I do? It cries. All right, so you have to accept that evolutionary process. In time, the baby figures it out, and he's, oh yeah, I can do this and that, and whatever. It's the same thing. That's physical evolution, but spiritual evolution, same thing. Don't get impatient. Bring acceptance. Don't have any expectations about anything, including your progress. And then you'll notice God shines through. God will shine through even when you're stuck in something that normally would block the light of God. That's a paradox. That's irony, isn't it? I just said before, if there's dirt on the window, the sunlight can't come in. Now I'm saying if there's a little dirt, the sunlight can still come in. Why? Because of the powerful spiritual principle of acceptance. You've accepted. You accept whatever it is. This limitation that was before blocking, you could say the sunlight of the spirit, the limitation's still there, but it's like the light is superseding it. Still shines. Because you accepted it, you surrendered to it. That's your trump card. That's the loophole. But you can't do it with the mind. Grace has to do that for you. So somehow you just keep letting your life, you just keep giving your life up. I don't have a life. I don't know. I just don't have one. Somehow life is running itself, and then it's affording us the experience and sensation that we're running it. That's cool. Don't non-dual that away. That's always going to be there. The sense that you're doing and I'm not doing, and I'm trying. Yeah. You have the virtual headset on. Like you're supposed to feel that way. But just know on deeper level that's not really happening. If you can't know that, that's cool too. Just accept that you can't know that. Remember, we have to accept where we're at. Don't fake it. Don't try to imitate somebody else that you see on YouTube or read in a book. That doesn't work. And then little by little, you start to come into your true nature, and you're like, damn, this is who I am. I wasn't this person, you know, and trying to be slick and cool and LA, and I'm wearing the clothes that show my buffness, and then I'm, just being cool. I'm an actor, and all that I thought I didn't want to lose. It's like, whoa, damn, yeah. And then you're more chill. Your real self. It's evident that that's your real self. So don't get scared that, like, oh no, I don't want to give myself up. You don't lose yourself. Like, we're all very peculiar, individual. God's manifesting in a very individualistic way through everybody, and it's peculiar, and nobody's the same. You want to access that peculiarity. That's all that's going to happen when you be your real self. You're going to have access to your peculiarity. But to get access to that, see, people think that they're being themselves. This is the ignorance that we got to taste for a while. Or they say, oh, but this is my truth. My truth is, your truth is like ego talking about truth. It's not your truth. Truth is truth. Like, real truth is universal truth. It's true for you, true for me, true for, universal truth. So, you keep going. Don't try to figure out, if you say, like, what was your message here? I don't know. Let it do what it does. Let whatever this message does, just let it do it. Don't have an expectation. That's why I don't give techniques. It's for the mind. What we're talking about here, true transcending, the mind doesn't know anything about, and there's no techniques that's gonna do that. That's my message. I'll see you.